హాయ్ వెల్కమ్ టు మై ఛానల్. నా ఛానల్కి మీ అందరికీ స్వాగతం. లైక్ అండ్ షేర్ ది వీడియో, సబ్స్క్రైబ్ మై ఛానల్ ఫర్ నోటిఫికేషన్స్ ఆఫ్ న్యూ వీడియోస్. ప్లీజ్ క్లిక్ ది బెల్ ఐకాన్. ఈ వీడియోని లైక్ అండ్ షేర్ చేయండి, నా ఛానల్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి. కొత్త వీడియోల నోటిఫికేషన్స్ కోసం పక్కనే ఉన్న బెల్ ఐకాన్ని క్లిక్ చేయండి. Okay, some people are of the opinion that putting a blanket lockdown on all activities in India is like throwing an arrow or wielding a sword in total darkness and is of no use. We should aim at things and then fire. I don't know what they want to aim when they don't know anything about the virus. You don't know anything about the enemy, where he is attacking from, what he will do. How can you focus anywhere? To focus, you will have to put light. If you put light, if you wield something, or if you throw an arrow or wield a sword in total darkness, and if there are your friends, they might die. If it is the enemy who is dying, that's good. Or else you can just sit quiet in the darkness and try and hope that the enemy won't find you. And if your friends are near you, you can just save them and keep them together with you, and all of them can wait for the enemy to not notice you and go away. But if for focusing, if you put the light on, I don't know whether your friends can locate you, but your enemy would surely locate you and kill you on the spot. You would never know where he is, but he would surely know where you are, and he would come attacking you. Learn from the animals that get hunted. They just stay quietly, because most of the predators, they are telling this is a self-induced paralysis. Lockdown is, yes, you have to play dead. That is the only strategy to escape death. Even in Harry Potter, that is only told, become invisible, wear the cloak of invisibility. Then only you can escape death or extinction. If a tiger comes attacking you, or any other bear, dog, anything, everybody knows that we shouldn't run. If we run, you will increase their predatory feelings, instincts, and they will definitely kill you. If you stay like a statue locked down, I already told you that there will be certain hotspots developing, and people will become statues. They will turn into real statues when the magic on earth starts. But meanwhile, that refers to this getting locked down. You have to play the game of statue and stay still where you are. When a trouble comes, you shouldn't run. That what your instincts tell you to run, you should stop it. Playing dead when a predator is attacking you is the only thing. When it comes totally near, and if you are sure that it has seen you and it will kill you, then only you should start running, or else it might just go away without noticing you. That is the strategy even played by the animals that get hunted out in the plains. Possums play dead. Many animals play dead, or they just stand still, because most of the predators can only notice a movement. They can't see the figure actually. The silhouette they can't see. You know that when bird flu comes, they cull the whole stock. Please, mister, whoever has been telling that we should aim and shoot, why are they not testing each bird and deciding? There is no time, because there is no time. They just have to kill all birds to stop the infection. There is no chance or no scope for aiming at anything at all. Even pet ducks which have been vaccinated, they snatched away from that woman. I remember when there was bird flu in India, in Bengal, there was one woman who has pet ducks. They were snatched from that wailing and weeping woman. She has cared for them lovingly since they were ducklings. They were snatched and culled. Why did they do all that cruel things? Because there is no other way than to shoot in the dark. That's it. Or just sit quiet and hope the danger would pass away. So, dividing the country into zones and trying to do some economic activity in these zones could just spread the infection more. Anyhow, luckily the government has decided to continue the total lockdown till at least April 20th and then relax in some areas. We will discuss now what will happen if we relax in those areas. As we all know, agriculture, animal husbandry and related activities and their transport facilities etc. are all to be permitted, and that would be not so economically damaging to Indian economy because it is mostly based on agriculture itself, and that would also solve the demands, meeting the demands of the people during the lockdown, because the main demand is food. So India is totally based on food, and that is the only thing required. So, and we are healthy still. We didn't start our lockdown after being infected. So in all ways we are mostly saved. There has been nothing seriously damaging till now. So it's best to maintain this profile. Okay, and apart from agriculture and related activities, what else can we do during this lockdown period with giving no scope for the virus to spread? Without giving any scope to it to spread, what other activities, economic or whatsoever, we can do in this lockdown, we will know. So first we will discuss conventional ideas, that is the fields that are already functional in the society. In the way they are done, can we do them or not? If we are doing them, what precautions should we take? So few items I noticed in the list of activities that can be permitted after 20th, that are planned to be permitted, are all goods and courier services would be allowed. But before making this decision, I don't know whether the government has gone through the coronavirus characteristics of being able to be retained on the surfaces of hard surfaces and even soft surfaces for more than 24 hours up to 72 hours or more. So given this characteristic, if you are transporting goods and courier services, that too of personal courier services sent by people to other people, if this happens, you are literally bombarding the whole society with coronavirus. You are just taking coronavirus and throwing it in each and every corner and city and village and lane and street and house of India. And especially Indians are used to lick at the glue on the covers and then paste it. And I don't need to explain what would happen if that letter reaches some area or zone, green zone, without any cases. You have prohibited spitting on roads, but you yourself want to spread the spit all over India. These would be like letter bombs, parcel bombs, etc. And couriers reach new places within 24 hours or within 48 hours. So definitely the coronavirus would still be potent and would infect many people after reaching its new destination. So if we are planning a long-term lockdown, we can allow only such goods which have such parcels or such couriers or anything which have no scope for contamination inside the package. That is, no human touch, directly manufactured by sterilized machines into boxes and packed up, and those packages, after being handled by human into the transport containers, after reaching the destination they should be disinfected by gas disinfectants. They release chlorine gas, I suppose, and you should even confirm that the both the packing material and the content inside the boxes is resistant to such disinfective measures and methods, because people might need new phones and other digital equipment to continue communicating with the rest of the society, because in the long term phones get damaged, they might get drenched or anything. So the health inspection staff should be visiting the manufacturing areas and units. And if like this, there is one supermarket, Ratandeep, that has been seized in Hyderabad because there was no implementation of social distancing or wearing masks or anything at that supermarket. People were just thronging and taking goods, buying goods. So such inspections should be conducted often, and we should take all care that there is no human contamination possible with the contents of the contents placed inside the packages and the packages before delivering. Like the food delivery boys are asked to sanitize their hands. The packages should be disinfected and then sent to the homes. And we should put a blanket ban on all personal courier things, because we don't know who is infected and which courier packet can spread the infection to new areas. And about allowing electricians, plumbers, etc., self-employed people, it's not about letting them have their earnings. It's about people needing them for maintenance of the already constructed buildings, because we are not going to conduct any more new constructions. The buildings which people are currently using, they might, in the long term, they might need repairs. So how do we supply services to them?